Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. NBA's quiet grip on WNBA officiating impossible to ignore after Caitlin Clark, Jacy Sheldon clash, says Insider. So much has been said about the refs since the season began. And somehow, it intensifies every time Caitlin Clark plays. It all began with the altercation with Angel Reese, which set the spotlight firmly on the officials. And their every move was seen under a microscope. Clark's recent on-court run-in with Jacy Sheldon and Marina Mabrey has reignited the debate about the WNBA officials. The fans aren't asking for much, just a little consistency from the refs. And now, even New York Liberty head coach Sandy Brondello has weighed in with her thoughts on the growing officiating debate. Cheap shots and chaos were on the menu this Tuesday when the Connecticut Sun played the Indiana Fever. Not only did both Jacy Sheldon and Marina Mabrey get flagrant fouls called on them following the incident, but Clark got her second technical in back-to-back games as well. But the fans were left scratching their heads for a different reason. Moments later, Sophie Cunningham was ejected for her brawl with Jacy Sheldon. Why didn't Mabrey get ejected, was the question on everyone's lips after the game. It's just another example of the inconsistency fans have been calling out all season when it comes to WNBA officiating. Well, Liberty head coach Sandy Brondello gave her honest take on it. And it's worth giving a thought. I suppose most of our best officials go to the NBA too, so we're always having to develop new ones. Maybe this is the reason for inconsistent officiating. Well, this was further elaborated by Locked On Women's basketball podcast's Jackie Powell. She said, officials that are in the WNBA often get promoted to the NBA. And these are also officials that are maybe not paid a full salary when working for the WNBA. As a result, like many others working in this space, you have to take on other jobs, even if that means officiating the college game. And as Brondello said, that can be apples and oranges at times. And that leads to some of these inconsistencies in calls. It's a tough cycle. The WNBA trains refs, only for the NBA to scoop them up, leaving the women's game with less seasoned officials who struggle to keep up with stars like Clark, who's already drawn 5 flagrant fouls in her first 30-plus games as a rookie. That's not bias. It's a sign of a league outpacing its officiating. This isn't just a one-game problem, it's a big deal for the WNBA's future. With stars like Clark bringing in record viewership, every missed call gets magnified. Sports Illustrated flagged that shaky officiating could turn off the new wave of fans just as the league's hitting its stride. The WNBA's own review after the Fever Sun game shows they know it's an issue, but without keeping top-tier refs or investing in stronger training systems, they're stuck playing catch-up. A 2023 article by The Athletic highlighted a growing concern among WNBA general managers regarding the inconsistent officiating of the games. They all felt that the constant flow of referees being promoted to the NBA was a major cause for this. In October 2022, the NBA confirmed the promotion of 4 officials, which included the likes of Cheryl Flores and Robert Hussey. These two were pretty well known in the WNBA circle, and losing them was a big loss for the W. It's a trend that continues to impact the league. In the WNBA, it's uncommon to see officials with NBA experience. And because of that, the gap in quality becomes noticeable. Most of the seasoned referees are already in the NBA. While even the NBA sees its share of questionable calls, the inconsistency in the W is more. So, Caitlin Clark fans, not all calls that go against your favorite player are due to a bias against her. But for Clark and company, there's a bigger issue that needs to be dealt with. One that involves a key player and her availability. Yes, we're talking about DeWanna Bonner. So, what's the latest on her status? Let's take a look. When will DeWanna Bonner be back to help Caitlin Clark and co.? This was meant to be the year the Indiana Fever cemented themselves as a powerhouse in the league. The off-season moves had them as one of the favorites to go all the way. Big names like Bonner, Colson, Howard, and Cunningham were brought in. But the results? A 6-6 record to start the season. While an argument can be made that much of it has to do with the number of injuries they have had to deal with, the likes of Clark, Colson, and Cunningham have all missed game time. But there's one absence that's proving especially costly, DeWanna Bonner. Bonner, despite losing her starter spot, had established herself as one of the better defenders in the Fever side. Her absence was felt during the loss against the Valkyries and can be visibly felt in the game against Aces as well. The Fever desperately need her back. Bonner has missed the last 3 games due to personal reasons.